Addington, and there is 8 Group 1 wins here today. But I tell you what, that was as impressive a Group 1 race as you'll like to see for 2-year-old trotting fillies. Firstly, Ken Breckon, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks very much, Paul. Yeah, that was a great race. I mean, with 1,000 to go, I thought we had no show. She was sort of back, and a couple of the horses were actually coming back on her. And I don't think she was any closer than 4 wide for a big part of that race. So it was a huge run.
It was a huge run. I encourage everyone to go and watch it because we're talking about high energy and what she was able to do. The best, what I thought was nearly the best part, was that closing speed where she just closed them out, if you like, from the 200 to sort of the 150.
Yeah, look, she just picked it up effortlessly. It was about 3 or 4 strides, and just a sign of a great horse. I mean, there's nothing of her. She's a tiny horse, and what a way to celebrate the 65th birthday, mate.
Yours?
That's it, gold card today.
Congratulations on the pension, well done. Do you have the pension over in New Zealand, or how does it work?
We do. Can't wait to get it. It goes straight into my TAB account. I'll give it back.
The things I find on these interviews is good. Of course, she's out of Highgate. She's been a terrific mare, won on the racetrack to you, and also what she's been able to do in the breeding barn. People walk across, we don't worry about that, but in the breeding barn as well to you.
Yeah, look, absolutely. It goes right back to, it's probably 10, 12 years ago. We bought the mare Regal Volo off Jean Feast, and she wasn't interested in breeding from Regal Volo. Of course, it's just done such a splendid job. Remember the horse won our 2010 Group 1 winner, and then of course Highgate comes along, who again won I think 4 Group 1s, won the Oaks over there in Australia, and won a Breeders' Crown. So the mum's now leaving them, and look, it's very exciting. We've got another yearling rising 2 at Marks, and he thinks she's as good. So even if she's 3/4 as good, we'll be very, very fortunate. And we've got a full brother in the sale. In the sale
this year?
Yes, we have.
Well, next year, 2023.
Yeah, yes, in February. And look, and what's very good too, Neverly our stud have spent a fortune, as a lot of these studs do, and it's just great to see they're getting a bit back with these Father Patricks. You know, I think like last week there were 4 winners, and again today it's just great for them because they put a lot of money in.
I need to put a tape up. I don't think people understand how the camera and microphone thing works, but it's okay. We won't worry too much. It is great that so many people are putting back. It's great for you as well, though. You syndicated this horse. You could race this horse on your own if you wanted to, but you've syndicated it. You're having fun. You're in the owner's room there. You're having fun, but the emotion straight after the race as well. That's what we need to sell for this industry and make people be aware of. There is so much fun to be had, isn't there?
Yeah, it's great. And look, we try and bring new people into these syndicates every year. We've had so much success. It's hard sometimes because a lot of the people that are in the existing syndicates roll on to the next one. But we always look for new people, and we get such a thrill. Karen, my wife, and I just seeing these people win these races and the thrill they get out of it. It's fantastic.
Harness racing is a great sport. It gets undersold. We're on for a record here. It doesn't matter. It's all good. It is fun. We've got to sell it as a fun sport. I mean, these are great prize money days as much as anything else, and that does help. But it is fun. It's what it's about. The Cup Week, it's about fun. It's about enjoying each other's company and building some great relationships.
Yeah, it is. And look, we like to travel with these horses. Look, I'm not sure what's in store for high energy, but again, I'd like to think we crossed the ditch and we're racing in some of the better races next year in Australia. And again, we have a lot of the syndicate members go across there, and we like a party or two, and it's fantastic if you can do that with these good horses. Notwithstanding that, even a small race is a great pool, and I get just as much a thrill out of winning some of these small ones, mate. On the adrenaline rush and the old hearts ticking before the races, it's just fabulous. I think for anyone that's listening, even a small amount to get into a syndicate, it changed their lives forever. It's fantastic.
That's exactly right. And I saw some guys, not your race, Nazareth, actually, and old mate took the shirt off and he was cutting some laps, and someone said he wouldn't own him 1%. He didn't care, did he?
No, I saw him and I thought, yeah, this will be great on TV. Yeah, at least he kept the bottom half on, but he was doing a few laps all right.
He was going very quickly. Just quickly, while we are here, we'll talk business. Breckon Farms, ever expanding. How many you got going through the NZB standardbred sales this year?
Yeah, look, at the record for us, we've got 36 yearlings, this time for the first time all on our own under the Breckon Farms banner, 23 colts, 13 fillies, and we've got something for everyone. I think there's 5 or 6 captain treacherers going through. The same with Bettor's Delight, half a dozen, and then with the trotters, as I say, full brother to his father Patrick. Outstanding first colt out of Almac. Of course, last race was in fact winning the jewels here. She's got an outstanding captain treacherous colt. So Yeah, our pedigree, I think we've lifted the bar again, and we think it's exciting. I think the industry's bouncing back after COVID. Great things happening in Australia, and back here, I think the game's on the move again, which is very exciting for all participants.
Just quickly before I touch on a couple of those horses, this works, so doesn't it, this end of the season, and we're talking about yearling sales already. Like, these races would have been in the middle of winter. You got that 6-month period where it cools off. All of a sudden, you say to people, listen, come to sales in February, and it's quite easily to reach that far. You only got 2 months to wait.
Yeah, and I think having the Group 1 so close to it as well, because people soon forget how some of these horses perform. You might get horses that have finished their racing early on in the year, but I think having it so close again, it's in people's minds, and look, I just think it's just great for the whole thing having it later, for sure.
The one thing I love, trotters, you've got a great depth in trotters. The trotters are on the rise. It's terrific. And I think what you guys are doing there, lifting the bar with your breeding and that, you support quite a few of my sponsors, which I really do like that part as well. But you are keen on the trotters and keen to develop the trotter and get them better and better as we keep going every year.
Yeah, I think what's excellent today, it's the first time that we've had the fillies recognised. They've raced in their own sex, and it's about time, because the numbers are such now that we should be recognising them, and they should be able to race in their own sex. So today was the first time we've had a Group 1, 100,000 stake, and I think it's good for the game. It will encourage more people to get into breeding trotters, and the numbers that we're seeing on the track here in New Zealand. From when I first got involved in the game, you would have probably been lucky to see any more than one trotting race on the card. And today, particularly in Auckland and down here, you might see 3 or 4 races. So I think for anyone out there that's sort of thinking about breeding a trotter, get into it, because it's definitely going forward.
I'll stand to be corrected. I think there's 5 on this card. So there's there must be 5 and Group 1s as well. So which is Derby? No, 4. There's not a Trotters Oaks. So there's only the 4. So there's the 2-year-olds, the Derby, and then the fast class race as well. So which is really good. Breckon Farms. What's your website?
Ken at breckonfarms.co.nz.
Ken, that's your email. Breckonfarms.co. We'll go breckonfarms.co.nz, and if it's different, I'll get it half right, because I know your photos are going up very, very shortly. I saw it in Nigel earlier. You'll be getting photos and that done in the next month. There'll be plenty going out there, and we want people to be aware of the sale coming up as well. NZB starts on the 19th of February at Karaka. Comes down here till the 22nd, but we want to make sure people are aware of it. That's the 5th person. One of the people actually had a camera walking through before. I'm going pretty good, aren't I?
Well, they love you. Everyone wants to be part of the show.
Ken, thank you. Look forward to doing some more with you towards the end of the season, but well done today with High Energy. Go back in there and enjoy a bit of High Energy, mate. Well done.
Thanks again, Paul. Thanks, mate.